What up, my dudes and my lady dudes? Welcome back to another episode. Everybody loves Hypnotoad. It's me, your boy, the Hypnotoad.
All glory to the Hypnotoad.
And we back here with another Damn Nature You Scary. You already know. You see the question on the screen right there? What's the most disturbing animal fact you know? He's about to tell us that said statement, but before we can get to that, you already know, hit the like, subscribe, and turn on the post notification. Share the video with it. Englishing is hard. Share the video with somebody, anybody, everybody. Do that, because the Hypnotoad has enemies to upset with his success, and your glory is needed for that. So you must hit the buttons. Now that all of that is now said and done, let us cue the intro.
This is exhilarating. Get excited.
Remember, the new merch store is up, so you go check all that links for the stuff in the description down below. Follow the Hypnotoad. All the links and stuff for that is down below. All right, let's start this. You already know. Casual Geographics. Give the original content its view. You already know the drill. I feel like I shouldn't have to tell you guys this stuff, but I'm go give the original content the view. Yes. See how? Did you hit the like button yet? I know you guys are like, Hypnotoad. This is still the intro? Maybe? What? Alright, no, I'm just playing. I'm just messing with you. Why you should never trust pelicans with your children. Any animal with a mouth that big, let alone a bird, is gonna do something ignorant. Just straight black Air Force activity.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the most disturbing, but this is definitely top 5. This is Malgas Island, and up to 60,000 of these birds called Cape Gannets will nest here. But don't worry, I'm gonna get to it.
Horrible.
So normally these parents take turns, with one going out for food, with the other staying behind to guard the chick. But because of overfishing, oftentimes both parents will go out for food, leaving the chick all alone on the island. Which wouldn't be a problem if they didn't know
that's
that.
right.
Because groups of these white pelicans will fly over to the islands and then walk around looking for any unsupervised gannet chicks.
And that's
so that they can grab the baby birds and eat them alive while they're still struggling.
Facts.
And sometimes they'll just push the parents out the way and then swallow the newborn children right in front of them.
Like I said, black Air Force activity. Literally scouring the island where the nesting grounds to look for little babies so they can eat them. They could be going fishing, but no. That takes work and effort. Why do that? We could just walk around on this island and eat these motherfuckers. Like, did you just hear what he said? Pushes the parents out of the way sometimes and still goes and eats them. Doesn't even wait for them to be like, we gonna wait for them to leave and get the little sneaky ha. Nope.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Just come and debo your kid and eat them in front of you. That's if that's not black Air Force activity, I don't know what is.
It somehow gets worse. Those same pelicans will fly back to their nest and vomit the half-digested, recently murdered baby birds for the pelican chicks to eat.
Yeah.
And because
Birds are
Cape
gross
Gannets
like
have
that.
no real way to defend themselves, pelicans have no reason to stop.
That's right.
And since pelicans obviously don't have teeth, those chicks' last moments were spent suffocating while being digested alive by stomach acid, only to get regurgitated and eaten twice.
Facts.
Dinosaurs never went extinct.
No.
They just rebranded with feathers.
Yeah.
You know penguins will sell themselves, but like, in that way? I mean,
You got little thought penguins out. We got little thought penguins out here. Why penguins gotta be thoughting out here like that? Who y'all knew penguins was out here just y'all knew that? And some of y'all still have the that's probably why some of y'all be calling penguins cute. You nasty.
this is an Adelie penguin. If you hear a messed up penguin fact, it usually involves them. So basically, Adelies build their nests out of piles of pebbles, which means two things. Pebbles are a penguin's form of currency, and the penguin with the most pebbles is considered the most attractive.
Facts.
So female Adelie penguins will offer their bodies to males in exchange for a rock, and yeah, it's exactly what I'm making it sound like. Sometimes the female will give it up to a male in exchange for a pebble, even though she already has a mate waiting for her back at the nest.
Oh, just she belongs to the streets. Oh no.
Scientists can't really confirm this, but it's believed the females do this so that if their mate gets packed up by a seal or something,
Right.
they still have a backup. Doesn't stop there, because a lot of times
they
the
got a
female will
plan
pretend
B.
to be interested in the single male, and right when the male
And not even that kind of plan B, just a back. This boy, if plan B fails, she said she got plan C too. What's happening?
thinks he's about to get it in, she takes the pebble and runs back to her actual mate. The best example I can think of is if you buy a girl a drink only for her to take it and bring it over to her man on the other side of the bar. Basically, these penguins pull a Cardi B, but, you know, without the Cosby part.
Look, I feel like at this point we can just we can leave Cosby alone, and because Cardi B was out here doing Cardi B things, so you can just the first part of that reference was good. I felt like that was good enough. Just, you know, it's funny how we frown at Cosby, but we didn't frown. Y'all didn't frown too much at Cardi B. But hey, I'm just saying, I'm just an omnipotent being, nothing more. Carry on, shall we?
And before you feel bad for them, just remember that male
feel
Adelis have been known to have relations with injured females, chicks, penguin corpses, and one even hooked up with the ground.
Yes.
To completion.
See?
Penguins are dressed
I
as
don't
Wall
feel bad.
Street brokers, and they have the moral compass of one too.
Morals. Ugh. Ugh.
Ocean of f***ed up place, ain't it?
Ugh. Stay out of the ocean. Ugh. Ugh. Run that back. Just run that back. Cause that's
Ocean of
awful.
f***ed up place, ain't it? That is Nermedia, but it's also called the ribbon worm.
Yeah.
That thing that it's doing is probably gonna get me a guideline violation.
No guideline violations. No. It's fine. It's a worm. It exists. We're good.
Yeah, that's how they eat.
Yeah.
So that white stuff is proboscis, and they'll basically shoot it out over a crab or a clam or whatever this thing eats. Also, it gets trapped and can't escape.
Yep.
Some types even inject a paralyzing toxin so their prey can't move, and then they'll add digestive juices so they can digest their prey before it's even in their mouth.
Just drink it
and
up.
then this worm sucks its proboscis back in while also pulling its prey towards its mouth.
Yeah.
It's like Spider-Man with a vor fetish.
Yep.
And some worms can shoot out a web that's 30 times their body
That's
weight.
nasty.
That'd be like a man eating with a 180-foot tongue with hands.
Literally.
So yeah, that's not a worm enjoying December 1st.
No.
That's not a worm shooting out its liquid daycare. That is a worm trying to eat a man.
Literally, that's nasty. I know y'all have seen that little clip on while y'all was scrolling. You know what I'm saying? That's nasty.
The more you know.
Horrifying sound of a woman becoming a hashtag.
Oh, really? Oh, you think that's a woman? It's not a woman.
The biggest mistake you could make is going to save that
Don't
woman.
do that.
Because that's not a woman getting turned into a headline.
Nope.
That was a female mountain lion in heat.
Yep.
Female cougars will often make these shrieking, blood-curdling screams when they're in estrus. It's like their Batman signal for getting laid.
Pretty much.
Answering that call when it's not for you is how you meet Batman's parents.
I mean, hey.
Of course, I'm exaggerating. Cougars are way more afraid of you and will probably go the other way if you pull up on them.
True.
What
They are
won't
really
go
big
away
house
are the
cats.
bricks in your pants after you try to be a hero and make eye contact with this walking steroid.
Yeah.
I know it's
Yeah.
not related, but I'm still going to mention it. Tigers have been known to imitate the sounds of their prey to fool them into a false sense of security before they turn them into a
Straight
hashtag.
mimicking you like
In fact,
a
now that I'm
predator
thinking
out
about
here.
it, this is a margay, and they do the exact same thing with baby monkeys. Now, I'm not saying the cougars do it on purpose, but I am saying that nature is a bitch like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, I forgot to mention that cougars tend to scream while mating. So if
Animals that scream while mating are literally some of the funniest. Like turtles, my god, that is hilarious, I tell you.
If you're ever alone in bed and hear a woman on a Tinder date with Joe from you, don't worry. It's just cougars getting more action than
That's
you.
right. You're fine. Walk it off. Chill. Just chill. Find your chill pill, ma'am.
Okay, so here's why you and your dog should never go swimming with a kangaroo.
Oh, they'll try to drown
One
you.
of the kangaroo's biggest ops are dingoes, and dingoes often hunt by chasing their prey into ditches or towards other members of the pack.
Yeah.
It's like their version of catching you in an alley. Some dingoes in Central Australia will even chase kangaroos into fences where the dingoes know they can't escape. So whenever a kangaroo is being pressed by a predator, they'll instinctively head to the nearest body of water and then go in where it's deep enough for their arms to be under
What's
water.
happening?
I call this the around and find out.
Okay.
If the dingo follows it, then the kangaroo will take its arms and force it underwater until it gives up or gives out. And since they've had years of practice, kangaroos are really good at it.
Bruh.
The problem is the generational trauma of being constantly hunted by dingoes means kangaroos are born racist towards anything that even looks like a dog.
That's correct.
Which is why kangaroos will attempt to reverse baptize any dogs that mess around and get too close. And if you go in trying to be a hero, they'll happily take the 2 for 1.
Okay.
That's of course assuming he doesn't just kick the soul out you first. Now, a lot of prey animals will run towards water to avoid problems. But this kangaroo is the problem.
Yeah.
This isn't an invitation, it's an offer to get Uber to your ancestors.
That's Uber Premium right there, boy. Like, what? Because you see how he just menacingly looking at you right there? He just gonna sit there just like that and just drown you.
You know, around and find out.
A known creature gives a New Yorker a heart attack.
What the fuck is that thing? It's a fucking bat! It's got the fucking virus!
You
I
stupid.
both can and cannot fully explain what that is. It's called a colugo, but it's also known
Flying
as a flying
squirrel.
lemur, even though there's somehow 2 lies in that one name.
True.
They don't fly, they glide.
Yep.
Since they spend most of their lives in their trees, they basically just airdrop themselves from branch to branch. And it's not a lemur.
No.
Lemurs are primates, making them related to gorillas, chimps, and us.
Yeah.
But this thing isn't a primate. Whoever named it would probably name an atheist faith.
Wow.
They use that stretchy membrane called a patagium to glide like flying squirrels, and they can travel 650 feet without stopping. That's 200 meters or a little bit less than 2 football fields. But it's not a flying squirrel.
No, it's not.
There was a time people thought they were just God's rough draft of a bat, but colugos aren't related to bats either.
They're
And
just
if you
a
look
thing.
at the order they're in, Dermotera, they're the only living members.
Yeah.
It's like pulling up to a family reunion and finding out you're the only one left.
Right. You're just
And because
a
their
thing.
entire personality involves flying, they're too slow and awkward to survive on the ground. And for an animal that lives in the trees, they're pretty mid-climbers.
Yeah.
They're so bad at life that being nocturnal is probably the only thing keeping them alive.
Pretty much.
Mother colugos will carry their babies everywhere for the first 6 months, which made some people believe it was a marsupial, like some type of deformed air koala.
A flying koala. Stop it. Oh my
But
god.
it's none of those things.
It's just a
So what
weird
the
alien
is it?
thing.
Well, scientists performed genetic analyses on them. Basically a 23andMe for a flying carpet.
Yeah.
And it turns out their closest evolutionary relative are primates. It's pretty much the closest you can get to primates without actually being one.
Yeah, okay.
Which means this dehydrated Dollar Tree chipmunk is more related to you than it is to an actual squirrel or bat.
There you go. What a flying or a pre-gliding human. There you go.
The more you know. Are you having a good day today?
Oh, you see how that's the water behind him? Because you know it sucks more than stuff on land. Stuff in the ocean. Hypnotoad has told you not to go down there. It's for a very good reason. I've told you multiple times, but hey, here's more reasons not to. Shall we?
Well, don't, because we just found out there's venomous sharks swimming in the Thames River in London.
I hate it here!
What the fuck? Bro, sharks are already bad enough. Why do they need to be venomous? Excuse me? Like, damn nature, excuse me? Like, bro.
You know sharks, right? You know those things with a built-in GPS that can smell blood from another area
Thank
code?
you.
With a bite kinda like getting hit with a truck with teeth.
That's not what it, why? Why do you need venom? Somebody, look at the seal in this shark's mouth right now. You telling me you not getting clapped by that? What do you need venom? I'm gonna bite you, you gonna survive, and then you gonna die from the venom. No, what, you ain't even go.
Nature said it, gave them venom and decided to make it our problem.
Bro.
Now, as a rule, you'd normally expect this kind of nonsense from Australia, so the fact that it's in London makes me really think it's God giving us the middle finger.
Yeah,
the
I
worst
kind of
part
feel
is
like
we
that.
really shouldn't be surprised. Sharks came up while
True.
Saturn was single because they're older than its rings, along with most dinosaurs and trees.
Yeah.
I'm not even surprised they evolved venom. I'm just surprised it took me this long to find out.
I
Now,
mean,
to be
hey,
fair,
it's
the
okay.
sharks are taupe sharks.
Okay.
And taupe sharks are about 6 feet long, 80-something pounds, and they've never been known to attack a human.
Okay.
But they also found venomous spur dog sharks.
But why?
And they have venom-producing spines that can cause pain and swelling in humans.
Oh, awesome. That's
Apparently,
great.
in 2009, a man was sent to the hospital after one of these sharks allegedly impaled his forearm with a spine.
Damn.
And there's even more venomous sharks out there, like the dogfish and smoothhounds.
Bruh.
Now, the chances of a venomous shark being in your obituary are very, very
Yeah,
low.
yeah,
You're
that's
actually
true.
more likely to get turned into a hashtag by a vending machine or a very pissed off ex.
Yeah.
But we can now add sharks to the list of animals that are venomous for no reason.
No reason. Do you see these right here? Do you see these right here? Never touch. Especially the giant dinosaur in the bottom left-hand corner here next to me. You see him? You know, obviously you don't go near him. But the rest of these things, they're small. Don't touch them ever. Like, why are they venomous? Because nature just gave us the middle finger. It do bees like that. Makes me glad that I'm a hypnotoad. I don't have that. I don't have to worry about that. You guys, on the other hand, see, is, you know, I could definitely maybe talk to them, maybe, you know, give you a little protection if you hit the like button. Just saying, putting it out there.
Here's why hanging out with flamingos can be really bad for your health. And shout out to this comment for reminding me. Because African lesser flamingos will flock in lakes like Natron in Tanzania. Yeah. And some of the water they choose to stand in is so toxic that if you tried to wade in it for 2 minutes, it would strip the skin off your legs completely. Yeah. Because these are soda lakes, and because minerals like sodium carbonate flow into it, the lake ends up becoming overly basic and extremely salty. Yep. I hate chemistry. I had to retake it freshman year, and I should be entitled to compensation, so I'm not even finna lecture y'all.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't hate chemistry. Chemistry wasn't bad, but then again, you know, going to class altogether was kind of the problem for me, so that's a story for another day.
But basically, low pH means something's acidic, high pH means it's really basic.
Yes.
And because these lakes can have a pH of nearly 11, the water's so costly.
That's all bad.
That it burns the flesh of humans and animals that are not already adapted to
Correct.
it. And if it gets in your eyes, you'll be like Stevie wondering when the lights went out. Flamingos can survive in hypersalinated basic lakes because they have tough skin and scales on their legs to prevent burns. Yep. Also, apparently they can drink boiling water without flinching.
Yeah.
Why even do all that? Well, flamingos get bodied by everything, including other birds. Yep. So to avoid getting harassed, they live in a place so inhospitable that nobody goes through the effort of following them. It's like if Ben Simmons left Philly to go play in Utah. Utah not even a bad team, but when's the last time you went to Utah for spring break? Never.
I mean, you know, Utah, when is the last time somebody went to Utah for spring break? But you know what's probably worse than Utah? Wyoming. Because that's a place. Not that I have a problem with, you know, Wyoming personally, but like, if you've ever been through there or anything, like, just, you know, why? I don't, I forget it's a place sometimes until somebody reminds me. Really?
Never, and that's why they do this. I swear I wasn't gonna make this video, but Buddy triple dared me. So here's how up Lion King would be if it was a little more accurate.
Okay, yeah.
This might have been the end of the movie. Yep. Baboons will kidnap unattended lion cubs, and that usually ends with one less lion.
Yes, right.
Obviously, I know Rafik is a manjul. You can delete the comment you're probably typing, but primates have a natural hatred towards big cats like lions and leopards.
That's correct.
Which means this scene would have sent the movie to the credits and turned Simba into initials on a Twitter bio.
That funny meme where we see Simba get yeeted. Yeah, that's really what would have happened. Like, no cap. That's it. Like, what happened? What happened to Simba? Yay!
As the new head male, the first thing Scar would have done was murder Simba and Nala, since when new males take over, they destroy whatever cubs the previous male left behind.
Correct.
Which leads me to the next fact: Simba and Nala would have been half siblings because they would have had the same father. Yep. Most lion prides only have one male that's allowed to mate. Yep. Sometimes the lionesses get something on the side, but typically their options are restricted to one.
They all tag in the same one.
Which means this scene would have required a lot of therapy.
Yes, way too much therapy.
Meerkats are one of the most murderous animals in the world, and that's not even a joke.
No, it's not.
There was a study done to see what mammal commits the most murders, and the animal at the top
is meerkat.
Yeah. About 20% of meerkat deaths were caused by another meerkat. And now we know why Timon was on his own.
I mean, hey.
Also, Simba would have been kicked out of the pride regardless.
What Timon say? When the world turns your back, when the world turns your back on you, you turn your back on the world. Yeah. You mean when you kill one too many of your comrades and then they tell you to leave? Translation.
Lionesses spend their lives in the pride they were born in. Males typically leave after 2 to 3 years, and it's usually the head male that drives them out.
Yeah, of course.
Which means Mufasa would have likely been the one showing Simba the door.
Yeah, get out.
Am I overanalyzing a kid's movie?
Yes.
Maybe, but he dared me, so it's not my fault.
You're in the clear, bro.
Nope.
Well, alright, my dudes and my lady dudes. That's gonna do it for this episode. Because damn, nature, you scary. Nature be wildin' out. Anyway, you already know, hit the like button, subscribe if you are not.
時間を稼ぐだけだ。コンボつなげてこうやって足でバスケやってりゃいいんだ。
Turn on the post notifications, drop a comment, and let me know that you've had your water. And if you even made it to this part of the video, only the real ones make it to this part of the video. And because you made it to this part of the video, tell me what your favorite cereal is. All right. Good night, good morning, all the other good shit. Peace out.